Welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. My name's Jana. I'll be hosting the majority of the event tonight, but we're super excited because we've got the gorgeous Nero who is launching her business tonight, so we can't wait to hear from her. But what we literally do is get on a few times throughout the week and just share our results with an amazing program, product, and opportunity in a lot of cases also. I came across this product, program, and opportunity just over 2.5 years ago now. I was working full-time. I'd literally just been back to work a matter of months after maternity leave, but I'd gone back on promotion from Department of Defence to Department of Human Services. So no slow return to work, straight into full-time work, a new team of people to work with, a new job, lots more commuting, lots more stress. I must have had box in my head. And as much as I thought I was super healthy and I was pouring as much into my body as possible, I got really sick, mentally and physically. And I had the mum guilt. I no longer had one child. I had 2 children that I was putting into full-time care every day from 6:30 in the morning to 6 p.m. at night. And their dad was at work doing the big hours as well. So they had no present parent. And when we were home, it was chaotic. It was, you know, meal preparation, bathing, putting kids to bed. And then when the weekend came around, it was chasing your tail to get all those jobs around the house done and trying to be the best of everything, which you just can't do. And as much as I was pouring so much into me health-wise, I was still getting sick. You know, the kids were bringing home bugs and your immune system could only hold up for so long, I guess. So when this came up, it's something, you know, that I'd probably been ignoring for a long time. We see lots of posts on social media about opportunities and about health. And for me, it was the opportunity that, you know, really brought me in. It was health, it was wellness, it was help other people on another level, work on your own terms. It was family friendly, just a lot of ticks and, you know, within my values. So for me, I reached out to this girl that I'd never met before, which was super scary, and it was really beyond my, you know, I guess securities and whatever doing so. But she was amazing, and she got me to watch an event like this. And very quickly I realised it was Juice Plus, which I'd been researching 3 months prior for my husband, because he's the opposite to me. He just eats meat, potato, white pasta, white rice. So he definitely needed something to bridge a massive gap in his diet. And so once I realised there was an opportunity, as much as it sounded too good to be true and I was quite sceptical, I thought, why not get the product cheaper? Let's get the product cheaper. I'll share it on social media. You know, I can fit that in around my full-time job and around the kids. And there's no pressure, so let's give it a go. And within 4 months of me being on the product and just sharing it here and there, I'd, you know, built the income up enough that I could go part-time. Which I never envisioned, and they didn't like it. But tough luck, I chose to do that, and I thought, wow, if I could get, you know, financially get it to this stage without really doing a great deal, what could I do if I actually physically started showing people this amazing program and product? And within the 10-month mark, I'd done that. I had replaced enough income to quit. So I've now been a stay-at-home mum almost 2 years. And it's been the most rewarding thing I've ever done, to be able to take my kids out of childcare, to be with them and have that special time with them while they're little. And now carrying on to my big one now, starting school, I can do pickups, drop-offs, I can do assist at school, I can go to those sporting events, I can do all these things. But firstly, I can pour back into me, take care of my health first, which then pours back into my family. So what is Juice Plus? Juice Plus has literally been around for over 40 years, all right? So it's definitely not a new fad, and definitely something that is still kicking its butt in whole foods, all right? So it's what I love. It's about inspiring healthy living around the world, and our products come under whole foods, not supplements and not weight loss. Okay, so that's a huge tick in my boxes as well, which, you know, we're so used to multivitamins and supplements because we're told we're lacking in this, this, and this, but all we really need is more fruits, vegetables, and berries. You know, government states we need to, you know, we should be having 2 and 3 serves of fruits and vegetables. Less than 5% of adults are able to do that, which I think is crazy. But for me that's smoothing daily and loves her fruits and vegetables, that's easy. But science actually suggests you need to be doing 9 and 11. That's crazy. There's no way you can do that each and every day. Life isn't perfect. You know, life happens, and we've got families, we've got activities, we've got travel, and it's just not doable. So I love our hero product, which is our fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule. All right, so these literally give you an extra variety of 27 plus fruits, vegetables, and berries daily. And that's amazing, you know, pouring that sort of cellular nutrition into your body daily, that is huge. And you just have no idea how much your body needs it and recognizes it until you take it, which is different for everybody. You know, and for me who love fruits and vegetables, why wouldn't I just eat more fruits and vegetables? That was my question. And I could do that, you know, I definitely could. But once you learn that what's going on with our fruits and vegetables, when you go buy your apple, it doesn't tell you how it was grown. It doesn't tell you how long ago it was picked off the vine. It doesn't tell you what sprays, waxes, and chemicals have gone onto the product. It doesn't tell you that when you peel it and take the pips away, the stem away, and sometimes cook it if it's a vegetable, that you're losing half the nutrients. The fruits, vegetables, and berries that go into these are on farms that are 3 generations old in beautiful nutritional soil. They get to vine ripen, which lets the vegetable gain its last lot of nutrients into the produce. From the vine straight into our factories, which are co-located, goes through a slow pulping process. And this includes the stem, the stalk, the peel, the pip. 80% of the nutrients in an orange is in the peel, and we haven't been eating the peel, but it is in Juice Plus, which is pretty cool. So in that juicing, pulping process, the liquid's slowly removed, coincidentally sugar, which is a great thing. And then through a cooling process, it's turned into a powder form and capsulated into our vegan, vegetarian, soluble capsule. So our capsule itself is all plant-based and it's airtight in there. So all the live enzymes, micronutrients, phytonutrients, the best parts of the fruits and vegetable are still in there and alive when we swallow it. Gets into your bloodstream, into your body within 3 to 7 minutes and goes to work. And what I mean by goes to work, it is different for each and every one of us because we all absorb nutrients differently and we all have different inflammation. Inflammation could show up in your kidney and liver. It could show up in your menstrual cycle, joint inflammation, skin, psoriasis, eczema, acne, dermatitis. The list goes on. And you just don't know. For some people, it's not a huge change. It might be just because your body when you start taking this, things start working more opulently. This is like the oil in the engine. So you might just notice that you're sleeping better and you've got, more energy because your body's not so sluggish. Or for others, it's massive, from diabetes, weight loss, to arthritis, to endometriosis, to all different things, which we love, and that's why we love sharing it. I love the fact that I can read the label. I know what carrot, cabbage, kale, beet, tomato, garlic, spinach, parsley are. Doesn't mean I necessarily can get them into my body each day, and not in that combination. The fact that that variety is in the vegetable blend, each of those produce has amazing nutritional value, but when it's in there together, they act so much stronger in synergy than they do on their own, which is really unique also. The other thing on the label I love is there's no warning label. All right, I can read this label, I know all the produce, and there's no warning label. I can take this if I'm pregnant, if I'm breastfeeding. It's just fruits, vegetables, and berries, which is pretty cool. There's so many products that we stop and take, and then we have to take because of pregnancy or, other health-related issues. But this is just, if you can eat that plant, that produce, you can have Juice Plus. So obviously when you pour that sort of variety into your body daily, it's just like, you're eating that extra variety of 27 fruits and veg. Like attracts like. So you start not wanting as much of the naughty things that you may have been before. Salt, sugar, fried foods, less of that, and hopefully start craving more fruits and vegetables and more water, which is another unique, great thing to have also. So it's brilliant, it's convenient, for a lot of us, it's just we're, running out of time. We're very time poor. So it's a great product to have, and it is so heavily backed researched. Over 36 peer-reviewed scientific studies, which is brilliant, and all readily available for us to read at any stage. We've got 3 ongoing studies at the moment, one being the Kids Eat Free study. So whenever the adult does the capsules, they can sponsor a child for free for 4 years. So definitely a company with a big heart. Kids between the ages of 4 and 18 for the study. My kids have been on the product, my youngest, since he was 11 months, as soon as he had teeth, enough teeth to chew them. Because the kids can either have the fruit and vegetable capsule, sorry, or they can have it in a yummy chew. And it's the same powder that goes into the capsules, but it's joined with some of the natural the natural sugar from the fruit and vegetable, and also all plant-based tapioca. So they're super yummy, and your child gets an extra variety of 17 fruits, vegetables, and berries. That is huge. You know, I've got one child that eats beautifully, just like his mum, kind of, and the other one, much like his dad. He does eat fruit, but he's terrible with vegetables. So knowing that I can, you know, bridge that gap for him as he's growing and he's creating that, you know, that his palate, and he's getting this into his body every day, no matter what he does, you know, whether he's with me, whether he's with his dad while I'm away, with business, or when he's with his grandparents and spoiled rotten. I don't mind, because he's got his Juice Plus. So I feel like they're covered. Kids study is already showing that kids are pooping better, sleeping better, cognitive, respiratory, all those cool things that come along with extra fruits, vegetables in their diet, which is pretty amazing. And to have your child pick up a capsicum or a cucumber instead of, you know, hunting for the lollies and the chips when you're shopping is pretty amazing also. So that's the, like I said, this oil in the engine, your micronutrients, you still got to eat. And that's where we struggle. We get bored, we binge eat, or we're too busy and we go and pick up something already pre-prepared, or we're looking at takeaway, and that's where, you know, and portion sizes also, that's something that we're a little ill-educated on, I think. So, and we're just busy, just purely the busy part. So we do have these amazing complete powders to help with that. We've got an amazing program, which I'm going to touch on in a minute, but these are cool. These are our macronutrients, so really good carbohydrates, complex protein, fiber, good fats, over 18 superfoods in here, over 30 plant-based ingredients in total. And, you know, it includes like things like broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts, chickpea, all these cool things, but they actually taste yum. They've got some natural sugar from sugar cane and stevia, equivalent to a banana. So it makes any green smoothie taste good. So blend anything you want up, and then add this to it, and it makes it really easy to drink. It's got vitamin B in there, vitamin D, complex vitamin B niacin. Niacin's a beautiful thing between your capsules and your shake that helps with anxiety and depression. So we see massive results there also. These are so convenient. They're 100 times better than toast and coffee in the morning. They're great for pre and post workout, great for the sugar fix in the afternoon, great just to keep in your handbag when the day just isn't going quite so smoothly. We've got some great recipes to help with those too. And I've tried so many powders over the time, because I do love the gym, but these ones actually taste good, and it doesn't leave a powdery, yucky drink. They're just really yummy, and yeah, all plant-based, vegan-friendly, just like all our other products are. Then there's just one other gap that Juice Plus felt that they wanted to bridge and work on. Something we were lacking, something we've been resorting to fish for forever, and that's omega. All right, so, you know, just like us, the fish don't actually generate omega themselves. They go to algae. So what Juice Plus went about creating is obviously skipping the fish, going straight to the algae, along with some other beautiful things: pomegranate, tomato, raspberry seed oil, sea buckthorn, and safflower, all in a beautiful capsule, slightly different than how this one's created, because obviously all those oils can't have any heat at all near them. And this is your heart health, eyes, brain, joint inflammation, are great for pregnancy again. And with the combination of the berries, these are amazing for skin. So we love that we've got this. We've only had this for a couple of years now, but it just really completes those three areas where we're just really struggling to bridge those gaps in our diets just on a normal day-to-day basis. Obviously, we're really lucky because we're part of a team that comes from all shapes of life. So we all know how up and down and crazy life can be. But what they've done is create an amazing program around these products to help and guide us, educate us, and fall in love back with food. There's so many diets out there. We're constantly yo-yoing on what's the next best thing. So we've got a lifestyle program called the Juicy Body Transformation. It's amazing. We've got over 8 ebooks now, I'm pretty sure. Over 260 recipes from Kira Westwick. She's a nutritionist. She's a mum of 2, absolute foodie. And another 600 recipes in there between smoothies, breakfast options, snacks, meal plans, meal prepping. There's chocolate, there's the kids, the blokes are covered. It's really family friendly, because we all know when we try to get on a diet, especially when we've got a family, it's really hard. You've got to prepare one meal for you and one for the rest of the family, and it just doesn't work. You don't stick to it. So this is about really getting the family involved, getting the rainbow effect happening on the plate. What we do have happening in the next week or so is our 8-week shred. All right, so that's really about getting results. So that's people that need a real kick up the butt and really want to get onto their health. They get to work with the team and the community really closely and work on their health goals for 8 weeks. What we love about that is there's a prize pool of $3,500 for the overall body transformation, which is pretty cool. So that's not all about weight loss. It's measurements, it's photos, it's participation, and then it's about helping you keep those results for life, because that's what our program's about. Which is really cool. So we're going to bring that to life a little bit. I'm going to get a couple of girls to share their results, just so you don't have to hear it just from me. So I'm going to grab Peter. She's first on my screen. She's going to share how Juice Plus came into her life, what results she's had, and why she loves sharing it.
Hi, how's everybody? So yeah, I'm Peter, and I'm a stay-at-home mum. I've got 2 daughters. One is 15 and one is just turned 3. Juice Plus came into my life in February this year, and I actually did the shred. So a little bit of my background. I've got a background in personal training and remedial massage, and I had my own business. But since becoming a mother of Millie, she was about 18 months old when Juice Plus came into my life. I just really let myself go. I was nowhere near what I was when I was a personal trainer, nowhere near what I was when I was a massage therapist. I was extremely unhealthy. I had really unhealthy habits. I was a smoker. I drank. I was not sleeping well. I was grumpy all the time. Had a really unhappy body image, and all my confidence had gone. And I'm this stay-at-home mum, and I should have been really happy about that. And I was nothing like Jana, who was working her butt off. I'm this stay-at-home mum, but I'm in a really unhappy place in my life. And I guess I was taking it out on my husband. He didn't want to be around me, and came across a post about the JBT, actually from a really good friend of mine. Unlike Jana, I knew Jay. I'd known her for a long time, and I'd seen her with her Juice Plus business, etc., but done nothing about it myself. And she put up that she was doing the shred and she needed some people to come along with her. So I was like, this is it. This is what I need in my life. I need to make this change, and I need to do it today. So I just went on. I was like, didn't even ask a question, unlike you, Jana, who I know you asked a billion questions. I didn't ask one question. I knew Jay. I was just like, let's do it. Sign me up. Let's do it. And it was, the kick up the butt that I really needed. I had been going to the gym for about a year, but, I was a smoker. I wasn't really taking the gym seriously, and I wasn't losing weight. And within 3 days of starting the product and the JBT and saying I'm going to quit smoking, I hadn't had one craving. And I was feeling, within 3 days, really different. Was all just feeling like the fog had lifted off my head, and maybe that was because I had quit smoking. That must have helped as well. But, I was just feeling healthier instantly, and I was just like, and got to get my whole family onto this. So we all started using the product. We all started doing the JBT, and we all had really great results. But yeah, basically I started feeling, a lot healthier within myself, and the grumpiness had gone away. Within a few weeks of being on the JBT program, I was sleeping better, and I remember saying to Jay, if this helps me with my insomnia, then I am in on this. And it did help me with my insomnia. And some of my other results, hang on, let me just grab my little, because it was a while ago now. I'll just grab my results. Okay, so at the start of it, I was 85.4 kilos, and when I finished, I was 78.7 kilos. So I lost 6.7 kilos in total. I lost 12 centimeters off my waist and 6 centimeters off my hips. I gained more energy, quit smoking without any cravings, reduced my insomnia dramatically. Fog had lifted, fitness had improved, never felt hungry, never had cravings, my moods had leveled, and I'd cut down to 1 coffee a day. So, it's just a no-brainer for me. I'm going to be on this product for the rest of my life. My children are on it, of course, as well. My husband's on it. But I'm going to be doing the next shred as well. I'm jumping on board because I haven't gained any weight since that last shred, but I haven't really lost much either. So I really want to do this next shred and lose another 8 kilos. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks for listening.
That's amazing. Obviously didn't know your shred story, but I only saw a glimpse of what you used to be doing your past.
Oh, yeah. My past.
That was amazing too. So I guess maybe just, do you want to just touch on that quickly, what it was, what I'm talking about? Because obviously you'd understand why this is amazing because of what you used to do. Yeah.
So, as I said, 10 years ago, I was a personal trainer and I did a bodybuilding competition. It was like, so my photo popped up today that was 10 years ago today, and I was just like, oh my God, look at me, I was incredible. Like, can I be like that again? I don't want to be that skinny, but oh my gosh, I looked amazing back then. This nutrition, the nutritional program just makes absolute sense to me. The recipes are easy to follow. The whole family can do it. It's the meal plans are set out. Well, it's not really meal plans, but it's all set out for you. You get shopping lists. It all makes perfect sense to me with that background.
Amazing, yeah, because I know how much you can't eat, you can't drink, and whatever. So it's a huge, draw on your body to do that. So and putting it all together now, I'm sure it makes even more sense to you now. So thank you so much for sharing. You are a rock star.
That's okay.
And then we've got Magda, and she's also going to share her product story.
Hi everyone, my name's Magda. So when I first came across the product, I was looking at losing my baby weight. Although I was eating healthy and going to the gym, I just couldn't lose that, 7 or 8 kilos that I was looking to lose. So I decided to jump on the program, and the results I got were just more than what I expected. I lost about 8 kilos. I started sleeping better. I had more energy. I was no longer feeling tired, after a long day, and wanting to go to sleep at like 8 o'clock. I was actually staying up later and still getting up early and feeling refreshed. And also my family got really great results. Like my daughter suffered really bad eczema. And although, all the steroid creams and everything worked on the surface, it never got rid of it completely. So they started, Olivia started on the chews, and after a couple of months, her eczema got really bad. And I thought, oh no, why is that happening? But it was just her body getting rid of all, detoxing and everything like that. And within 3 months, like, her eczema had cleared, and she hasn't had eczema ever since, which is pretty amazing. We were having less sick days, not only myself from work, but the kids weren't getting chest infections, ear infections. I don't think Leo hasn't had a day off school for the last 2 years without any, colds or anything like that. So as Peter said, it's a no-brainer. We'll be on the product for life. It's sort of like, my insurance and the kids' insurance policy. We all feel so much better and so much healthier, and like everyone said, like, the recipes are family friendly, which was amazing. You're not sitting in the kitchen slaving around trying to figure out the recipes. They're quick and easy, something that you can put together after a long day at work. So I love it.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. So 2 cool stories, 2 very different journeys. And and like what Magda just said, it's not about being locked in the kitchen. It's about having fun, about pre-preparing. There's a lot of meals you can prepare and pop in the freezer. You can set yourself up for a week. You can have a go at the shred. You don't have to do the shred. We've got a gourmet cleanse. We've got a detox. We've got chocolate. So it's a really cool program. So just before we hear from Nero, I'm just going to touch on a couple of myths, because she wants to share this with some more people. So she's joined the business, and she, and obviously through the community, and that's a huge thing. But I know when we check out this business, you know, for like I said, I was skeptical, but also your friends and family around you may be so too. Is it one of those pyramid schemes? Is it one of those pyramid structures? Do you know what? It's neither of those. Pyramid schemes were made illegal in the 1970s, and they were selling nothing. No service, no product. We've got an amazing product. And the reason I know it's going to be around for another 40 plus years is because there's nothing else like it yet on the market. When it comes to the pyramid structure kind of debate, you know, that's really where I came from in traditional business. So, you know, I'd gone from the Defence Force. I was never going to be the Chief of Defence, so that was never going to happen, the top of there. Gone to Department of Human Services. I was never going to be the MP. But when you think about Safeway and Coles, they've all got their CEO on the top. Board of directors, state managers, area managers, site managers, section managers. Most people start in that introductory level, yeah. You know, they're either stocking the shelves or they're popping through our shopping through. But some people do get to come in middle range sections. You know, even for me, when I came over from the Defence to Department of Human Services, I came into this middle range job. I was now responsible for all those people underneath me, but they hated me. They didn't even want to show me the brew room because I'd taken the job that they wanted. But, you know, to get that job there, it was great money, all right, not as great as the CEO in the structure or whatever. Great money, but massive hours. I felt like I was always at work. I was taking work home with me. I was always on call. There was no balance between life and work. And so I was constantly working and trying to live my life around work. You know, and these people down here, when you think about Coles and Safeway, they might come in here, they might be happy doing so. They might be students, it might be their first job, they might be retirees just having a bit of extra cash. But some of them might be like me. They might be career driven and they might be wanting to get up to some of these levels here. They're probably never going to get to any of these top ones. But, you know, to do that, they've got to keep upskilling. They've got to elbow and kick to make sure that they look like the shining light, the next person that's going to get this next position here or here. And so they've got to, you know, win that over their friends and their buddies that they've made. So when they get there, they're feeling guilty and these guys are feeling cranky because they want it over them. But with our supermarkets, with a lot of our shopping now, what are we doing? We're shopping online more. So these guys, there's less of this happening, all right? And they're getting told they need to go to another store. They're getting told that they need to upskill to get to some of these other jobs, or they need to start doing our shopping for us because we put an order through, or they're going to deliver it. So, you know, no job is, you know, set in concrete. But what I like is our structure. Totally different. It's more like this. We do have a top position called NMD. We pay a one-off yearly fee of $165 a year to have this business. That blows my mind. I owned a restaurant and I was paying weekly, monthly, yearly ongoing costs to keep that running, let alone what I paid to buy it at the beginning. Sure, we've got various promotion levels also, but we all start off at the same level, which is called a virtual franchisee down the bottom. And when we start this business, no matter where we were in our past, even the CEO of this business, we start here. Someone links arms with us, they sponsor us, they nurture us, and they help guide us to create what we want to create. No pressure, it's up to us what we want to create. So if we want to just get our product cheaper, you know, depending on what that is, so we'll show you how to do that. If you just want to make, say, $500 a month, we'll map that out, show you and help you and guide you to get that. If you want $2,000 a month, again, we will help you, work with you, show you the best way to keep doing so. But everybody that comes into this business all gets the opportunity to grow their business all the way to the top. There isn't one person sitting up there all pretty in our structure, in our organisation, which is really amazing. And nobody grows without helping each other, which is very different to a lot of other MLM or other companies or traditional business for that matter. What I was having a little bit of struggle with when I did start this was, well, I didn't know if this was going to be A, B or C with my options either, to be honest. But I was working full time. I was a mum of two. I didn't have time to grow a business, and I didn't know very many people. I was very isolated in my work and how I'd lost myself. I didn't know how to talk to people, and I'd come from the Defence Force with a secret clearance where I couldn't use social media. So I'd only just turned my Facebook back on. I had very little friends in there. How was I going to do this? Lauren, the girl that introduced me to the business, showed me how to start using Facebook, but also how to have a few conversations to people around me, my parents, you know, mums from school, and people from the gym, people from work that I knew were suffering from chronic disease or illness or inflammation, or just, you know, wanted something else. So I found a few customers right at the beginning that really needed something. But what I also found was a few people that wanted something more. Lindsay had 5 people in her family that she wanted on the product. So that was going to be quite expensive. So she jumped on the business. Catherine had amazing results 2 months in on the shred, lost crazy amount of weight, lost centimetres off her body, and the doctor was trying to get her onto depressant type medication. This took care of that for her. So she jumped on the product because she had so many people wanting to know how she did it. Steph was the love bug. She just couldn't believe we hadn't heard about it sooner, and she just wanted to share it with lots of people, which was awesome. I showed these girls exactly what Lauren showed me. Help them find their first few customers and help, you know, show them the ropes. The same thing happened. They found a few people that wanted something more, wanted their product cheaper, wanted a holiday fund or a shopping fund, wanted to reduce their hours at work, or like me, wanted to keep on building, doing teach to teach down, and use this as a vehicle to really change their lives, leave their job, and be more present in their life. And who did Lauren know at the beginning? Well, she didn't even know me. I found her on social media. Since then, I've gone and shared it with more people. But these girls did keep doing teach to teach and helping their beautiful people. And this thing is just popcorned out really organically, fun, and just, yeah, really nice. It's like a, you know, a friend magnet, I guess. You're just making friends all the time, which is really cool. So now we're going to hear from Nero. She's going to share with us how she came across Juice Plus, what results she's looking forward to with the program and product, and why the business made sense to her.
Hi, I'm Nero. I'm so sorry for the way I sound. I lost my voice 2 days ago, and I'm still trying to get it back. So a little bit about me is I'm a single mom. I've got a 16-year-old son. We've been in Australia for the past 8 or so years. The past few years have been a constant struggle, having just one income, being a single mom, studying as I came to the country as an international student. Which meant I didn't have any Medicare, no benefits as such. So I feel as if even though I've achieved a lot of education, I've got a bachelor's degree and a master's degree, I feel as if my son grew up just in front of my eyes. Even though I was there, but I really wasn't, because my attention was divided between work, constantly trying to meet ends, and while studying. Some days I would go to uni, go to work, come back home, and he would just be in bed. And there were continuous days that I wouldn't get to spend any time with him, and I've missed out on him getting awards at school or doing activities because I was stuck at uni doing presentations. And fast forward to now, he's 16, and I feel as if I've got another 2 years. He's doing a VC subject next year, and then VC the following year. And then he starts his own life. And I feel as if I don't do something and make some time with him, you know, my time with him is going to be lost. So hence the reason I've been wanting to do something online, so that eventually I could be a stay-at-home mom. Currently, I'm a kindergarten teacher, and what I would like to do is grow in this business and eventually get to spend time with him. That's one of the reasons that I thought of getting into Juice Plus. How I actually got into it was, I think, because of all the stress that I've been having trying to make ends meet. I've been constantly sick for the last few years. When I calculated my doctor's bills, within a span of 3 months, I seem to have spent about more than $2,000 on doctors to chest x-rays because I constantly have chest infections, bronchitis to laryngitis even now. And our diet hasn't been the best as well. And I've forever been really tired. And as a kindergarten teacher, obviously it's a strenuous job. And sometimes when I come home, I'm just so tired that I don't even want to speak to anyone, let alone cook a meal. So when Magna, who is a parent of Olivia, who's in my child care center, sent me a friend request, and I accepted. She used to post kind of cryptic messages about health and fitness. And I had vowed that this year that I would focus on our health, both my sons and mine. I thought, okay, I was kind of curious, but I didn't really want to approach her because I just didn't know what it was. And then I thought of stalking her profile, which is a good thing. And I came across a picture of two children holding on to some capsules, which really piqued my interest. So I got hold of her the following day, and I inquired her as to what it was, and she explained a little about it. And I'm not too sure why, or maybe it was I was at that point, I would just do anything to be healthy. I didn't research. I just said yes. And she wanted to know whether I wanted to know more and whether I wanted to join. I just said yes. Up to date, I haven't researched, which I usually would. I just trusted her because any capsule that is being taken by kids have to be good for you. And since I've been on with Juice Plus since August, so a few months, what I've noticed is my energy levels is been great. Whereas before I used to come home, I used to be really tired, Monday to Friday, and even Saturday and Sunday, I wouldn't feel like going out. But now when I come home, I don't even mind going for a yoga class or a cycling class or going to the gym, which is quite huge. And as Magda said, I have late nights now, but I'm actually quite awake by at least 6:30 in the morning and quite refreshed. So I've seen a huge increase in my energy levels. So hence the reason that I thought of joining the program and sticking with it. I'm set for life with JBT.
Awesome.
So that's my story.
Oh, that's huge. That's amazing. I mean, I heard little bits and pieces when I first met you, but well done. Yeah. That was an amazing share. First time talking on here. Yeah. I guess you're constantly fighting all those little kids coming in and seeing you every day, all the little bugs that they bring in. We as parents complain about our kids coming home with the bugs, but you would be like smothered in them every day. I mean, this isn't like doesn't fully make you bulletproof. It's just fruits, vegetables and berries, but it does strengthen your immune system. It does. I'm so glad to hear that the sleep you are getting is good sleep, because that was definitely something for me. And I can't wait to watch your journey continue on, both with your health and with business opportunity. And congratulations on launching.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So that was pretty cool. That's exciting. So, and obviously she's got a couple of people watching tonight or be watching back in the recording. So just hold on a little bit longer. We've got one more last bit to share with you. And obviously a big thank you for jumping on, those who have jumped on tonight. But we're just going to touch on the fun money, the bits that, if you're actually interested in the business, just so you've got a bit of an idea around it. We get looked after really well. We choose to share Juice Plus this way instead of through the supermarkets or through the chemists, because we want to give customer care. We want people to understand the value that's gone into this product, and it helps people create that whole lifestyle, get the product cheaper, or, be able to reduce their work life so they can be more present in their life and their children's life. So we get paid 3 ways. We get paid in retail profit, We get paid in commission, which builds up what we call our residual income, so the money that constantly grows each month in the background. But what we like to talk about is our bonuses. All right, we get paid a few different ways with bonuses, but the one that we like to touch on is our promotions. If you know, these again, don't have to hit them. There's no pressure on you, but they're there as an incentive to help you grow strong at the beginning. Like I said, we start off as a virtual franchise. We want to help you get to DVF in your first 10 days or 30 days, but if you do it in 10 days, Juice Plus will throw you an extra $100 bonus just for doing so. But our first big bonus on the table is $400. That's for SDVF. Means you probably introduced the business to maybe 1 or 2 people, and you've probably helped about 3, 4, 5 or so amazing people with the amazing program or product. But what also happens here is the teacher that's helping you and guiding you, your sponsor, they also get that $400 bonus for being your teacher. All right, which is really cool. The next one's sales coordinator, and that's a $600 bonus for you and for your teacher. Probably means you've introduced the business to about 3 to 8 people there, and you've got, you know, your beautiful customers that you're looking after. But you're very much now a teacher yourself, yeah? You've introduced the business to 3 or 8 people. If you help them all get to SDVF, you've got that chance of getting that teacher bonus 3 to 8 times, which is pretty amazing. The next one is senior sales coordinator. Probably means you've introduced the business, you know, maybe 8 to 10 or so people. That's a $1,200 bonus to you and a $1,200 bonus to your teacher. And Candice is just going to share a little bit about her story with this amazing company, what exciting things have happened so far and what she's looking forward to in the future.
Thanks, Jana. Hi, everyone. Yeah, so I got into this business in the beginning because we were a single income family. We'd been that for probably about 4 years when I found a post on Facebook, and I just was not attracted to going back to full-time work at all. I'd suffered from postnatal depression after the birth of my first child. So the thought of me leaving anyone with anyone other than myself scared the absolute crap out of me. I just started to really lose myself in the role of mum and wife. Family life wasn't fun at all for me at all. And then it obviously had an effect on my kids and my husband as well. I also had some amazing health changes from the product, which was pretty much around about 3 months into the business. So this just drew my belief in the business and what this was all about to, you know, to want me to continue with this and to want to share this with others. Also, something that I never really thought would come of this was the emotional revenue that I gained from being in this business. Traditionally, I'd been in hospitality, and the roles that I had were particularly quite demanding, and you know, there was never any support or anything like what this amazing community has offered me and continues to offer me every single day. I get to work around my kids. I get to take them to school and pick them up, and you know, it's school holidays now, which is amazing, and I haven't had to put them into care. Bianca was actually quite unwell, and you know, I didn't have to you know, call in sick or ask for annual leave or anything like that. I just got to be there with her and spend time with her. And you know, it's a job where I wake up every day and I actually want to work. I want to help people. As a mum and someone who sort of suffers from postnatal, you don't really take much care of yourself. There's not really much time to do that. So for me to wake up every morning and have a mission and a vision and a purpose about what I want to do with my life, but also to have that for the people that I'm surrounded by, my team, and you know, the beautiful clients that I have and the people that I continue to meet on this journey. It's especially something that keeps me in this business, and I'll continue to do it. It's just, there's nothing like I've experienced it before. So again, like, the product just makes sense. I've had amazing changes. I'll never not be on it. So it's just exciting to share it with so many people, and have a sort of I suppose the changes that I've experienced within my life, I want to help other people get to that point as well, especially stay-at-home mums. So thanks, Dana.
No, thank you. That was amazing. Very different. Aren't you? Like, you're all inspired, you're all buzzed, and you've been to Tony Robbins and you're all crazy. But like I said, people come into this for all different reasons, you know, whether it's just to get the cool product for free and share it with a few beautiful people around you. We don't go and hunt down people. We don't go and hunt down our family and our friends. We let them know what we're doing, so they might know someone to refer, or they might realise that this could be something for them. But, you know, we just, you know, share our results, which is really nice, just like we are tonight, which is great. Next position's QNMD. Means you probably introduce the business to, you know, a good 15 to 20 people. It's a $1,500 bonus to you and to your teacher. And then the top one, which is National Marketing Director, which we mentioned earlier, a $3,000 bonus just for you and you only, because by then your teacher is getting way too much money and they definitely don't need it. You're on about $100,000 a year, just helping people and pouring into you at the same time, which is pretty amazing. So that was just one lot of our bonuses. Remember, there's other bonuses, and you've constantly got this residual income growing in the background, which is pretty phenomenal. And once you know, get to that stage, if that's something you want to do you know what you're doing? You're living life and working this business around living, which is pretty amazing, and it doesn't feel like work. It's just something that, you know, for a lot of us, we just get a little bit addicted and we just want to help more people and obviously inspire healthy living around the world and just see what we can do and what we can offer to other people, which is pretty amazing. So a massive thank you to all the girls who shared tonight. Congratulations again to Nero. Hopefully we got all your questions answered. If not, make sure you reach out to whoever it was that invited you to take a look at this video or to watch this live tonight and get those questions answered, because like Peter said, I was that girl that had hundreds of questions. I was a pain in the butt for Lauren when I came and checked this out, but it's so worth getting those questions answered. So yeah, a massive thank you again, and good night.